5 EastEnders spoilers next week for the 3rd to the 6th of March 2025. Sharon Watts hides guilty secret amid bombshell for Zack Hudson. 1. Sharon Watts tries to protect a big secret. Sharon is horrified to realize that Bianca knows her secret, so she decides to take control, steeling herself to be honest. But circumstances soon stop Sharon from speaking up, and after her failed attempt to come clean, Sharon confides her secret in Zack. What is she hiding? Soon, Sharon realizes someone has overheard their conversation, and Barney Mitchell tells Zack he was the eavesdropper. Zack promises Sharon he'll find a way to stop Barney from revealing all. And he confronts the lad at Harry's barn, but then Barney starts bleeding from the wound he sustained during the Vic explosion. 2. Zack Hudson learns he is Barney Mitchell's biological father. Zack joins worried parents Nicola and Teddy Mitchell at the hospital as Barney gets treatment. But a conversation about blood groups makes Zack suspicious, and after a chat with a nurse, Zack asks Nicola if he is Barney's father. Nicola eventually admits that Zack is Barney's biological dad, and Zack is reeling as his day goes from bad to worse after a call from his ex, Whitney Dean. Nicola later plays her trump card with Sharon to protect Barney and Teddy from the truth. And Nicola is pleased to think she's got the situation under control. Teddy and Nicola invite Sharon and Zack to a family meal at Walford East. But will Zack be silenced? 3. Bianca Jackson struggles to cope in the wake of tragic events. Bianca can't bring herself to face the outside world, but George Knight tries to reassure her that what happened to the Queen Vic and to the late Martin Fowler was not her fault. But Bea feels like a prisoner and can't bear to leave the house. And she's visited by pal Cat Slater, and Bianca begins to open up about her trauma. The Knights later try to persuade Bianca to join them at Beals Eels. But she's too overwhelmed. Cat offers some advice over her fears. But when Bea gives her suggestions a try, things don't go as planned. Kojo Asare tries to help Bianca as he heads over to Beals Eels to get her some food. But when some lads kick off at Kojo, Peter Beale raises the alarm, leading Bianca to fight her fears to be there for her friend. Will this bring back the old Bianca? 4. Tommy Moon loses his temper again after returning home. Kat and Alfie are proud of Tommy as he looks for ways to help a friend in need. And he explains that an online friend helped him come up with the idea of a support group. Later, Alfie and Tommy host a lads' night for their struggling pal, and Tommy's parents are thrilled when social worker Leslie tells them he can come home. Kat and Alfie have a frank conversation about the challenges they may face with Tommy back in the fold. The following day, Tommy moves back in, but it's not long before the teen is asking to go online to speak to his friend. Kat is forced to admit that she got rid of Tommy's computer console, but promises to make it up to him by getting him a new one. As Tommy settles back in, Kat struggles with her emotions, and when Alfie returns from a kickabout with Tommy sporting an injury, Kat jumps to conclusions. A row later breaks out over the console, and Tommy loses his cool. Will Tommy become violent again? 5. Harvey Monroe grows closer to Kathy Cotton as he feels like an outsider at the Slaters. Harvey's good deed for Lily Slater, who is grieving for adoptive dad Martin, massively backfires. As a result, Harvey ends up having a row at home, and Kathy Cotton is a rock to Harvey in the aftermath. As Harvey continues to feel frozen out by the Slaters, is it time for him to move on?
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Spoiler TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại bạn.